the work can write very well. Well, most of them can write very well, and if you have a if they have a good impression of you, and if they can do a good job on describing that impression on the paper, that's important. And furthermore, I think that professors attest your personal and professional academic capabilities, and if they project that to the person that will read the letter, that's pretty enhancing for your scholarship application. And well, just a side note that you really have to be uh, intelligent about who you ask for a letter of recommendation. Don't ask for a letter of recommendation a person that a professors that don't have a good impression of you, and so just be a little intelligent. Essentials for success. That's a list of concepts or recommendations, if you will, that have worked for me and that I will share with you in this slide. The first one is organization. I think that organization is a very essential one. We talked about the importance of keeping in mind deadlines and no missing deadlines, and we also talk about the importance of getting material requirements that the scholarship application asks you for together in time for you to submit or send in. And so organization is a key concept in the essentials for success. The other concept is scholarship in your writing. I think that's a pretty important concept too, because when you write good, when you write academically, people know that you think well. People you give people a good impression of you as a scholar and as an academic, and so it's important. The other one that I can think of is modesty. Sometimes we have great accomplishments and things that we really feel proud of, and sometimes we tend not to kind of write about that, but for these or for scholarship purposes, you really want to market yourself the best. It's just like selling a product, selling a car. You market a car the best, and so you need to make use of any good experience, strengths, and so you can compete among other students. Seek for help. I think that that's important too. Many of us need help in writing, and if you need help, you must seek for help so you can be successful writing your essays. For instance, here at Governors State University, I have used the Latino Center for Excellence, and I have used LAD and the Writing Center. The people there have helped me a great deal, and I have, as a matter of fact, improved my writing skills based on my interaction with the Writing Center. And so there are support systems in place and places that you can go and get help, and so it's important for us to get help. And another one that is important is that sometimes we because a scholarship consists of a small amount, and we think that it doesn't really matter, but in Spanish we have a saying that goes that de gota a gota se llena el cántaro, and that basically translates that from drop and drop we can fill a water jar. So it's important. Even if the scholarship it's a $300 scholarships in your community, it really behooves you to apply, and if you get it, $300, it's good. It pays for some of your books at least, so that's important too. And so, to not ignore the scholarships due to a small amount. Why too many? Well, actually there are not so many. Well, see, sometimes if you want to get good results, you have to work arduously, and so that's the big concept. We all have to understand that. But there are other essentials for success that I want to share with you, and the following one is that do not limit yourself to information about scholarships from the internet, some scholarship engines. You can speak to people, speak to your friends. Ask them if they know something about that. I got to know about some scholarships in that way. Also, you can look at newspapers, sometimes magazines, and look at other information outlets in the community and that can be pretty helpful. And something that I am very strong about is to apply for as many scholarships as you think you are eligible. If you don't get one, you get another one. It's just like fishing, so to speak. You are fishing, and if a fish kind of bites the hook, you get it, and so you don't depend on others, other scholarships. So it's just remember, it's just like fishing. Okay, and never get discouraged. Be persistent. And a good example, for instance, is the first time that I applied for the Fiesta del Sol scholarship. I didn't even get a response, saying that my scholarship didn't go through or whatever, my scholarship application anyway. And so I kind of got a little down and not so depressed, but yeah, I just felt bad about it. But the next time around I applied, and guess what? I got the scholarship. And a couple of months ago I applied too, and guess what? I got the scholarship. But you see the importance of not being discouraged. If you don't get it once, just try again, and that's what life is about, I think. Trying your best. And another one in which I am very strong also about is do not be lazy, and do not be indifferent about education, about finding the sources that will get you to graduate and get a degree. Sometimes that's perhaps one of the biggest obstacles for us as Latinos, and for many other students, that we just are indifferent, and we get discouraged at the first try, or we are lazy, and then we lose a great amount of good stuff, and that's the end of my essentials. I would like to thank all of you for listening to me. I know that I am not the best speaker, but I tried my best in this occasion. I also would like to leave you with a positive note that I have learned in my college, in my years in college. And this note goes, in this place and time, culture is a core component of everyone's self. Let the truthfulness of our identity be the vessel that takes us to success, and consequently to freedom. Thank you very much.